What's up, good folks? Here today going over the main man, this Tiger Stripe Wolverine Jim Lee edition. This is the Wolverine that I believe most collectors, if I can't say most, I can say myself, I started out my first glimpse of Wolverine. He was in this Tiger Stripe suit right here. Jim Lee is the writer. And definitely was a must get for me. This was given to me by, not given, but it was hooked up, and he searched it out for me. His name is Actionfiggyskinny. That is my main man out there in Canada. This wave is available in Canada, so they won't be, so what I'm being told is they won't be getting any more, but we'll see how true that is or not. I believe it was about 4 or 5 waves that's came out already in Canada. So we'll see where we head to in the United States. We're looking at a street date. Rumor mill is end of June, 1st of July. Once again, going over the box, top of the box, you can see the back of the box. They always do the XMen waves with the yellow, make it really stand out on shelves. Side of the box art looks like this, mirror image on the side. Then you got your Wolverine, then you get XMen logo right there on the front. That's the UPC if anybody want to take that down. Rest of the wave looks like this here. Definitely, I guess my next fave in the wave is going to have to be probably Sabretooth. I do like Storm, but I wish she would have came in the classic Jim Lee all white suit. That's your Build-A-Figure Apocalypse. From what I know, Wolverine is to a case. The reason why I go over the box is because I know there are a lot of MOC, mint on card collectors out there, and they just like the box as well as the figure inside, but they will not open it. So I appease them. Hey, nice box, but I'm not here to review the box. I'm here to review the figure. So let's bust this bad boy open and see what it's really about. All right, so first thing out of the package, first thoughts, it looks incredible. I mean, what can you say? I mean, his balance is impeccable. Like, it literally took me 0 time to get him into this pose right here. His balance is definitely on tilt right now. I mean, it's dope. The figure itself, from what I can tell from my copy, they did a bang up job as far as paint work. And we're going to get in here and we're going to go over that. Let's see, make sure you get a real good look and a good rundown. Start with this face right here. Now, that is a mean looking face. We got some teeth showing this time around. I believe the brown suit Wolverine, he just had a straight lips closed type of expression. So this one here, we getting angry, we getting mad, we getting revengeful, we gritting teeth. I mean, this one's going in. Only thing I don't really like about this head sculpt, I wish this part of the cow came out just a little bit, just like that. Now, I would have been on it's pinned back, but you can easily fix that. Hot water, cold water, put your hot water on, bend it into the shape that you need it to. You can put something in the back here to flare out, right? Maybe a something like a bar or something small, something that's not going to mess up the plastic too much, and then dip it in that cold water, and then you can get that flare out look, no problem. But as we're looking at the chest plate, that's looking good. No real issues or blemishes going on. Those points are nice and crisp on that tiger stripe. I'm digging that. Same with the other side. Nice crispy points right there on the tiger stripe. XMen belt is free floating, but at the same time it doesn't move around. You turn this waist, that thing is going to stay right there. So that's on a good up and up right there. I like that. I don't like the belt too loose, and you know what I mean. So Hasbro did get that right. Paint on his thighs is looking good. That nice canary yellow going. Got the product stamp right there on that left back thigh of his, or hamstring. Paint's looking good for the boots. I'm not seeing any real blemishes, you know, as far as paint. Bottom of the boots, we do got some tread right here on the outside. 2 peg holes at the bottom. It's looking real good. It's looking good. Hasbro, hats off. Kudos. You did this one good. Now we got a nice little pearl blue metallic type paint coat right there on them shoulder pads. Got a nice little sheen going on to them. Definitely digging that. You can see the tricep muscles flexing with the striations in that tricep. That's looking good. Same thing. They did skip out on giving them actual hair, but it is textured, and you can feel the bumps in that bicep of his, that outer bicep and bicep. So that's looking good. It's looking real good though. It's not too much to complain, if to complain at all, on this one, me personally. And I'm trying to be as thorough as I can. Oh, I do see a small blemish right there. Looks like that's a black, some black paint right there. But that's my copy though. As far as, oh, got another one, 3 dots right there by that left shoulder. But as far as paint goes, that's where it's at. That's that for sure. Right now, we definitely want to get into this articulation of this Wolverine. If you got the last brown suit Wolverine, it's basically the same, except for we have these shoulder pads that let me see here. Can they be removed? It looks like, yeah. See how that comes out? These shoulder pads can be removed if you so want to or choose to. I'm not, and I don't want to. But they do give way, and they do move up and down for that shoulder or that arm to move up and down here. Now, his head is on the ball, right? You can look down that much. If you come back too far, obviously it's going to pop out. But he can look up this much. So since it is on the ball, of course, you can get the 360 and all that good stuff. But since this trapezoid right here sticks out, and this is what I'm talking about, this muscle right here, you turn his neck this far, and you go a little bit further. Oh, I thought it was going to pop out. I guess it's all good. Never mind. As you was. All right, so for his arms, this is what we getting for his arms, right? That's with the shoulder pad and the way and everything like that. But from what I can tell, even if this shoulder pad wasn't here, it's like this is the end. This is the end stop of how far his arm is going up. That's it. That's a little bit less than 92. But you do get a rotation right up here at the upper bicep. You do get a double jointed elbow, but it's limited because how big of his bicep is right there. So for this hinge, it can come up that far, and then this hinge on the forearm is getting up that far, and that's where you're stopping right there. Now his waist, now this was new. His waist right there, that's where he's going with his waist. If you go any further past this, it feels like the plastic is giving way. It's not a good feeling. Oh, maybe it was just stiff. Oh, here we go. Here we go. I gotta break this bad boy in. All right, so we rotating real good. Ooh, that's a little scary right there. It's just a little scary. I guess the plastic was stuck in there. All right, we rocking and rolling. All right, so now we got an upper thigh swivel, right? Also double jointed knees. Now this knee here, you get one joint there, and right in that boot, you get another joint. So boom, you getting that right there for that double joint, and that's looking good. That's definitely looking good. Double jointed knees, right? Come right here. No, oh, I'm a liar. He does have a cut in that boot, so that boot can rotate on that shin. Also, hinge come up this far, right? Go down that far, and of course we're going to get that nice ankle rocker. So this is looking real good. They doing really good. They did really good. It's a really good outing for a very anticipated figure. Really, really good outing for my man Logan, aka Wolverine. Next, we're going to get into some comparisons with the brown suit, right? And then this one. All right, so as they standing there, I forgot totally to go over the accessories. So for the accessories, it does come with Apocalypse wires here, or tubes. Come with 2 of those. And to compare these tubes to the actual ones that came with, who was that? Red, well, they did come with the Sentinel, right? These tubes, Toy Biz days, did come with the Sentinel. And also, man, it slips my mind right now. It's popping up at the bottom. But Hasbro did kind of save some money by not having them bendy. But at the same time, so one goes into Apocalypse wrist, and the other one goes into, I believe, where his back is, so behind him. So to have them, I guess, bendable is not of great importance. At least I wouldn't think it is. Not like this one is. So obviously this one is from Toy Biz, from a Sentinel, and the same one came from still ain't think of his name. But anyway, let's move on. So as far as accessories, these do come with 2 closed fist hands, and you've seen the first shot of him with his claw, with his animanium claws. Now, when this was in the packaging, of course, this is what I expected. I expected them to be a little bit bent. That's pretty much expected. You can shape and mold these things the way you need to. But what I loved about this one was how stable his wrist is. This wrist is stable. It doesn't come out easy. You know, of course you can take it out, but as to the previous one, the one that was from the Juggernaut wave, this wrist right here barely stays on. And at first, I thought this was just a problem with mine until I start talking to other collectors, and it's a real problem. And I'm glad Hasbro addressed it and fixed it. That wrist no longer comes out that easy. So, comparisons, real quick. Angry, snarling. It's like more of a serious tone look, if anything, on this brown suit. And this tiger stripe is definitely serious, and he's definitely angry. Now, head swap, of course, since the brown suit has the same, and let me put it in this. It does have, sorry about that. It does have kinda the same color, but you can tell that shade of yellow is different. So if you do want to put the head swap and would like for the Tiger Stripe Wolverine to have a more serious looking face, you can do so. All right, so now he's serious and he's angry. And that's what that's looking like right there. But as you can tell, as I put the brown suit Wolverine's head on, you can tell that those yellows are not lining up quite right. All right, now for height, looks like Wolverine is coming just under 6 inches, just under that. It's like 5 3/4 right there. He is the same height as the brown suit, so if you do have the brown suit, it's going to be the same height. Now, Wolverine's comic book height is actually, I believe, it's either, I think it's 5'3", so, but he's into his 230 pounds, 230 plus pounds. So he's going to be a short, stocky type character, you know what I mean? So he ain't supposed to be tall or anything like that. Like, come on, think about it. If you picture 5'3", 230 plus pounds, that's so stocky. All right, here we go. We got them all lined up. Starting from the far left, got your Weapon X Wolverine. That's the Toy Biz Wolverine. I believe that was like Series 7. That Weapon X far left. Of course, the brown suit, and then you got your old man Logan. Coming from, what build was this? Warlock, from your Warlock wave. That old man Logan. They're looking like everyone's pretty much the same height except for Weapon X. He is a bit shorter than the rest of the Wolverines, though. Here he is next to Cyclops on the left. Then we got Kitty Pryde on the right. That's looking pretty accurate. Now, I do believe Cyclops, correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, Cyclops comic book height, I think it's 6'3" or 6'4". So that's looking about, nah, that ain't accurate. If this man was really 5'3" and he was 6'3", 6'4", he should be around his shoulder. He should be around Cyclops' shoulder, but it's all good. I mean, at least they showing that Cyclops is a head, 1 full head length above Wolverine, which is not bad. Now, I'm not really quite sure on Kitty Pryde's comic book height, but it's still looking good. Now, here we go. We got Gambit to the left, and then we got Iceman to the right. Of course, Wolverine in the middle. So this is a Toy Biz Gambit, and this height is not accurate at all for Gambit. Iceman is not too bad, but again, Hasbro, if we can we get an updated Gambit? I mean, I do like my Gambit, but I know there's a lot of toy collectors that probably does not have one, and I wouldn't mind an update and see if you can top this Toy Biz one. We got some paint flaws and issues on it, but definitely need an updated Gambit, but that's what this is looking like. All right, here we go with some more of his teammates. We got Rogue on the left, and we got Jean Grey here on the right. Now, of course, these ladies are, you know, towering over my man Logan, but that's all right. But he's still looking good with his teammates. All right, here we go with Beast on the left, and to the far right we got Nightcrawler. Now, this Beast and Nightcrawler is both from Toy Biz, and again, This is an awesome Nightcrawler, by the way, and an awesome beast. I believe Hasbro, if y'all tried to top this beast and or this Nightcrawler, you got some work ahead of you to put in, because I myself definitely love these two figures beside Wolverine. They're awesome figures, but still, he's looking good. And this is the purpose of the size comparisons, to see how does he look with his team. All right, he's looking good with these two. Now here we go with the Toy Biz Colossus to the right, and then we have the Hasbro Havoc Juggernaut Wave to the left. Now I'm digging this. I'm digging this size up, and I'm digging this matchup. Now check this out. I do prefer this Colossus over the Warlock Wave Colossus that we got last year, because to me this is Colossus signature suit, Jim Lee suit. We'll switch out Havoc real quick, and we'll throw in the Colossus I was just talking about that came in the Warlock Wave. Now some may prefer this Colossus over the one from Toy Biz, but as you can see, the Toy Biz one is not as short as folks may think compared to that one. It still looks good. Wolverine still looks good in the middle, in between these two mountain figures, which is Colossus. All right, here we go. Last two comparisons for the X-Men team. So to the right, we got the Toy Biz Bishop. So glad we're getting an updated Bishop. Definitely wanted an update on this guy. Such a pain to stand. Loose joints is a problem with this Bishop. But at the same time, his sculpt is great. I enjoyed it for what it was. Then to the left, we got Shatterstar. That's coming from your Warlock Wave. So in between these two, you know, he's fitting right in there. I mean, it's all looking good right now. But next, we're going to compare him to some villains that you may or may not have, to see how he looks with those. All right, so in the back, of course, none other than Juggernaut. Then to the left, we got Mr. Sinister, and to the right, we have Sabretooth. Now, Sabretooth is a select version of Sabretooth, which is, in my opinion, a very accurate Sabretooth. The new Sabretooth that we getting coming up in this Apocalypse Wave, I just believe he's just a tad bit short. But his sculpt does look great. I'm not going to knock that Sabretooth, and definitely I know when I get in hand, I'm going to fall in love. But as far as for right now, this is looking real good as far as the matchup, Wolverine and Sabretooth. Even though this is a Marvel Select to the right. Now to the left, we got Toy Biz, Mr. Sinister. Definitely a dope Mr. Sinister, and looking also good next to Wolverine. And then, of course, that's your Build-A-Figure Juggernaut in the back. He's supposed to be that big. And this, I'm liking the way this this hero and villain matchup is looking. Definitely can get some great shots with these guys. All right, now here we go. Coming from the Toy Biz line to the right, we have Omega Red. That's whose name I was trying to think of earlier. I couldn't think of it to save my life. Omega Red to the right from Toy Biz, and then to the left, we got a Marvel Select Magneto. Now, I am anticipating the Omega Red that we're supposed to be receiving this year. He looks good. He's also going to come with the wires. Will they be bendy or not? I don't think so. I don't think Hasbro is going to put in that dough to make bendy wires for Omega Red. But at the same time, on the left, we do have a Magneto in the same wave as the Tiger Stripe Wolverine. Now he is in a red and black suit. I do prefer the purple and red with this Magneto guy. But hey, I'm going to take a Magneto anyway. They're going to give it to me. At the same time, this is looking good. All right, here we go. Last one, and we are out of here. This is actually the movie Professor X to the right, and then we have the Toy Biz Mystique to the left. This is it. This is the last one. I know everybody's like, wow, what in the world is he doing? Hey, I'm leaving nothing to chance. Y'all know exactly how tall he is. Y'all know exactly who he looks like next to who. But at the same time, I hope you laughed. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you make a wise decision whether you're going to get this Wolverine or not. I don't know too many that's going to pass on this Wolverine. He's an excellent rendition of the Tiger Stripe Jim Lee version Wolverine. Like I always say, be patient with yourself, be patient with your hunts, and if you're patient enough, even the egg can and will grow legs. It's been your boy Plastic Addict with the review of no other than Wolverine. Catch you on the flip side. Collect what you love what you collect. Plastic Addict.